Hey everyone, it's Crafty Music Lover here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited to have you join me as I go through September and October in my classic happy planner. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So if you guys may have noticed or you weren't already aware, I did take a small break from social media because school kind of just hit me over the head and I was very overwhelmed with everything. And I've finally gotten used to everything, so I am back at it again with decorating and after the pens and all that stuff. As you can see, my planner did change, and I did change the cover of my planner because the quilted black cover was just too much. I really need metal rings for the quilted black cover. So I decided to just use this one, and this is I think the Archetypes 2021-2022 layout. I think it's the 18-month planner. So since the last we saw, I did do my 21 things in 2021. If you guys are not familiar with this, I do have a plan with me video on this already up on my channel. It's just basically a bucket list of things that I want to complete by 2021. I can already tell some of these aren't going to be completed, but here we are. I did fill out 2 of these because I went back to school here on the 23rd of August, and then I did go on a cruise for the first time. It was my very first cruise and I am very excited about it. I filled those out and we are getting slowly to having more color on the page, but I have a feeling most of this is not going to be filled out by the end of the year, but we'll see. You never know. We still have several months left, so. And then the next one is my year in photos. So once again, I do have a plan with me up on my channel of this spread. And the last time we saw each other, I believe I showed you my July photos. So I added August and September, and I finally added my April photo because it's been a while since I did, but I finally added it. It got lost in the archives of my planner and everything, and I finally added it though, so it's here. But I have all of those, and because it's still October while I'm filming this, it's the last week of October, I haven't added the picture yet, but I will, and I will show you that in my November after the pen. So starting with the currently page, we have the layout here, and what I did was I used the planner cake kit for this entire month, like the currently and the dashboard. So I can't remember what the specific is called. I think it may be ABC 123, but I will leave the exact description on the screen for you. So I used one of those templates here and added some clip art, and then these words here are from the Hell of a Plan sticker book that I finally got. It's the volume 2, and I love this. It's so nice to have like an actual currently. And then when we go into the monthly page, again I use the same kit, and it was the monthly like layout. I don't remember what size it was, but I love Planner Kate, so I'm very happy that I was able to use that. I really just use my calendars for tracking bills, tracking important dates, and sometimes important events, but I really don't use my calendar too much, so it's pretty bland for September and October. Alrighty, so now we're going to get into the actual spread, and I do believe I have a plan with me of this spread already on my channel, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely click the icon in the corner or check the description box so you guys can look at that. But this is the spread. It's a little different than it used to look because different things happen and I change my planner all the time, so this is what we are left with. I love this spread so much. It's so pretty and I love it. And this whole theme, by the way, was for Marvel Studios' birthday, so that's why it's all Marvel themed. And then we move on to the next week, and this was actually a printable that I purchased on Etsy, and it is I think it's like a Sea Life printable. I'll leave it in the description box below so you guys can purchase that if you are interested, but because this was the week that I went for my cruise, I wanted it to be all beach themed, and I'm just going to move that out of the way. So this is what it looks like here. I am so happy with how this spread turned out. It's very pretty. And then obviously the 7th was my birthday, so I had a lot of fun celebrating my birthday and just relaxing and not really working at all this week. So it was very nice to just prepare for my cruise. And then of course on the 10th we left for my cruise, and Woo, a lot happened and it was a very fun cruise. I definitely learned some things. I learned some things to do and some things not to do. So we are very excited. We've already put our next cruise together, so I am very excited to continue cruising because I loved it. And then we move on to this spread, and this has to be one of my favorite spreads of all time. This was themed off of Talk Like a Pirate Day, which was the 19th, as you can see here. So I had to do an entire pirate themed spread. I did talk about this a little bit in some of my craft hauls if you guys have heard of those, but this is what it looks like. I am so in love with this spread. Like I said, this is one of my favorite spreads of all time, and oh my gosh, I love this spread so much. So this is just what it looks like. I have been really loving decorating my spread with different kinds of themes, so I'm definitely going to continue doing that. Moving on to this week. This week was themed off of Hobbit Day, and I did purchase a kit from Etsy. I will leave the name and the information down in the description box below. As you can see, there's not really much on here because this is when school started to get a little overwhelming for me. And this is when I decided, okay, I'm going to take a break. I can't keep going. I need to rest. So, this is when I just decided to not really plan too much in my planner. So you will see in the next few days or the next few spreads that there's really not that much in October because I needed to work on school. I love this spread so much. I think it's beautiful and I really wish I would have been able to actually physically write in the planner, but I wanted to show you guys the reality of sometimes life gets in the way. This is the last week of September, and it's actually based off of a specific theme here, and this was supposed to be based off of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. So Walt Disney World opened in 1971, and on October 1st, 2021, that was when Walt Disney World turned 50, Magic Kingdom specifically. So I wanted to base the entire theme off of that, so that's why we got Minnie and Mickey over here just chilling and throwing some magic everywhere, and it's just gorgeous. And once again, you can see I didn't really fill out much on here because it got very crazy very quick. The first wasn't too bad. I actually didn't have to work on that day, which was great. But the last few days were very chaotic, and it was interesting to say the least. I really liked it before I added the pen, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, I do have it on my Instagram. And then we're going to move on to October. In October, like I said, I didn't do much planning because school really started to get overwhelming for me and I needed to take a break from planning and really focus on my studies. So here we have once again that Kell of a Plan sticker book that I use these words for. I really love the layout of this. I'm probably going to do this in my November setup, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely look out for that video because I love the way this looks. It just flows very nicely together. And then we move on to the October calendar, and here we have a very plain spread. There's not much going on. Once again, because I didn't really feel like planning specific things, so I just used it to plan my bills and to keep track of things, but I still wanted it to be decorative. So that's what we have here. I love this page. I think it's pretty, and I definitely like the subtle Halloween vibes that we have going on here. And then we jump all the way to October 11th because, like I said, didn't do a lot of planning, but here is what the spread looks like. I, once again, did not do a lot of pen. I did not add a lot of things to the page. This is what it looks like. This is how it turned out, but I still really like it. I think it's a very subtle, once again, subtle Halloween vibe, and I enjoy it. I think it's very nice. And then we move on to October 25th. Once again, we skipped some weeks, but that's okay. And this is honestly one of my favorite spreads of this section, maybe besides the Talk Like a Pirate spread. That one was really good. But this one I use mainly printables on. So I Googled Halloween girl and I found her, so I thought that was cool, and then I found some pumpkins. And then I decided to try my hand in a little bit of digital art because I am familiar with Photoshop because I took it in high school, so I thought it would be nice to try and draw some crazy trees, and I don't know if they turned out well, but you know, it's fine. And this house, I forgot to mention, is also from a printable. So that is everything for September and October in my After the Pen. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing kind of how I decorated it, seeing the real life happenings of somebody who's in school and working full time. I have finally gotten used to my routine for school, so be expecting a lot more Plan With Me videos, a lot more videos in general. Keep a lookout for that. I'm very excited to share everything that I have with you guys. I've got a lot of exciting videos coming up, and I'm very happy to be back on YouTube. Very quickly before I let you go, speaking of YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for 100, I think it's 105 subscribers right now. You guys, I have no idea how you've been doing that, especially since I took 2 whole months off of YouTube. I don't know how I reached 100, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I am overwhelmed, and I am so happy because reaching 100 was really one of my goals. And now that I've reached 100, you guys, I have my own customized YouTube link. So that is really awesome. I'm very excited. I cannot thank you guys enough. The support and love you guys have given me has been just overwhelming, and I thank you guys so much. If you guys are interested in seeing what my spreads look like before the pen, I do have them up on my Instagram. You can check that out here, and I do actually have them on my Pinterest. I do post my spreads on my Pinterest page as well. I will leave that in the description box and on the screen, so you guys can check that out if you're interested, if you have Pinterest, if you use Pinterest more than Instagram. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, craft on. Bye guys!